The story behind the story. I think you'll find this fascinating, the stories behind how we practice the way we do now. And it's much more than my own story. I'll start with my own story, but then I'm going to share with you the story of quantum neurology and the story of quantum neuro reset therapy. Two different techniques, sound very similar. So for myself, my senior year of high school, I developed a case of mono right before football season started. That slowed me down. I missed a few weeks. Then I couldn't get my mojo back, so to speak. I couldn't do near as well as I did the previous year. It probably cost me a college scholarship. And then I couldn't get going. Time of wrestling season, I couldn't do well. I was really struggling even into track season. I finally started going to a chiropractor on the recommendation of my uncle, and it actually helped. I really started recovering my energy and my health. Then I went to college and was doing great for a while, but while in college I took antibiotics for acne, and during that time it seemed like my health just gradually got worse and worse and worse. And then by the time of my senior year, I lost my position on the football team. I got my first bad grades ever. I couldn't think. I had terrible headaches. I was super fatigued, and I had to drop out of school to recover my health. And I tried medical physicians, and they weren't really much help. It was a chiropractor that found out that my blood sugar was extremely low. He adjusted me. He gave me nutritional support for my adrenal glands, for my pancreas, and more. And in time, I got my health back. And then he took myself and several other students on a plane ride to Davenport, Iowa, to career day at Palmer College of Chiropractic, and the rest is history. Now, these two amazing techniques that we use, quantum neurology was developed when Dr. George Gonzalez's wife had a spinal cord injury, and she couldn't even feel a pin anywhere below her waist, and she couldn't walk very far. She was really injured badly, and nothing in conventional neurology and in standard chiropractic was enough to help her. And so he had to engage in a deep study of neurology, and then he took some of the principles that he learned and knew in martial arts and brought those into play and developed quantum neurology by studying how to help his wife recover her health. And now this amazing technique is used with many Olympic athletes around the world and many people in everyday life to function better. Now, as far as quantum neuro reset therapy, that's another interesting story. Dr. Turner had a car accident. A drunk driver hit him right outside his office just as soon as he got on the highway, and that caused a fracture of his spine, and then he had to have emergency surgery. He was off work for a long time. He acquired some infections from the surgery, and then off work almost a year. He actually severed his Achilles tendon, had to have another emergency surgery, got some more infections, and was just in a mess with his own health. And he had to think outside the box and start studying neurology at a deeper level, study how emotions and stress played into that, and developed QNRT partly to help him recover his own health. And now it's blessed the lives of thousands of people. And when we use these two techniques together, we get amazing changes for people's health. And I wanted to share those stories behind the story, because everything often in natural health care comes from somebody trying to help themselves in a way that they weren't able to get help before. And that's the case here. That's the case for me. That's the case for Dr. Gonzalez with his wife, and that's the case for Dr. Turner. So I'm excited to share those stories with you and to apply these amazing techniques with you to help you get better, healthier, and faster. I'm Dr. Michael Winters, Winters Wellness, Chiropractic Redefined.